motion. Name ring bells on both sides of the ocean.
Well, this is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and this is the scene at sold-out Everbank Stadium in downtown Jacksonville. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. In the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Already here, they're audible to something else. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
But that was definitely a surprise there, handed to the big guy on 1st down. Heck, the first play of the drive. And when you see him get to the 2nd level, as a former safety, I can just tell you, your eyes get really wide because you know you've got a lot to deal with at that point.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Moreno. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Oliver. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
Sunday.
Now here's Mahomes. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Yellow. I go, little lady.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Lisa 24. Hey, kill.
They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin. Down the right sideline. And finally down at the 36-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
But you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
Hey, go.
Now Lawrence. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
I don't see Morgan trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Rip, 23. Son.
Lawrence will throw. Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Go, let's go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. That's caught. It's Travis Hunter. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be up.
And it'll be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Oh, that's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect it. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Mahomes going to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
23. Son, it's a hunt. Here we go.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Mahomes going to change things up. On the give, this is their fullback. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Moreno. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw is Mahomes. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he gets it him at the 5. Give him 30 yards there.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
Yellow. 40.
Back to throw again. Mahomes will do it himself. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Back to throw here. And it's caught. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Mahomes now on a sneak. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up 4th down.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Red on red.
Here's Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Hey, run! Son, it's a hunt!
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a 1st down.
That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs.
47-yard line. Lisa 24. Soka, hot.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
They got his man complete, and that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Hunter, 31 yards. And the Jaguars will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And within trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there at second down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Second and 10. They'll drop to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. Third and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. He'll drop to throw. Mahomes will do it himself. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18.
A gain of 34 yards. First down, Kansas City.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking left side, and it's complete. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That's caught left side by the tight end, Gray. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Noah Gray as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. To the left side, finds his receiver Noel. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Play of the half. It's Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Harrison Butker and a kickoff for Kansas City.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Hey, I'm gun.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there.
Hey, run! Hey, Soko, hot!
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. But unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Mahomes will do it himself. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Here's 2nd and 10. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. So that's about as fortuitous of a bounce as you're going to find as it's scooped up and taken in for the touchdown.
And I love how you use the word fortuitous there, because as that popped up, he just happened to be in the right place, grabbed it, and found his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead. And the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at the 40.
Hey, Lion. Here we go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
On red. 11. Hey, attention, touch.
Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A nice pickup of 17 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Easy, route.
Looking left side of him, has got him in. That's Hunter. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Hey, Rocco switch.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go.
Touchdown! 5-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Now for the point after. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Here's Mahomes to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Moreno. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's second down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
This 2nd and 4.
Cowboys!
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 56 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back that feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Pacheco once again. And he's got it to about the 40.
He went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And he's going to handle it on the touch pass. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They have 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll try and do this himself. Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Jags are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
And he rifles one incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Able to find Pryor. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Hey, Ginger. Here we go.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Completes this to Elijah Higgins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Zone coverage here defensively. They're going to let their tight end run a drag across the field. This is where a linebacker gets forced to pass him off. That time, the receiver gets lost a little bit, and he's able to make the catch and pick up good yardage and a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Rip, 23. Hey, Ginger, touch.
Now Lawrence to throw. That's complete left side to Gray. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. 74 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Again to the fullback on the dive. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Now there's a great example of why he gets the ball in certain situations. Who's going to take that big guy on? Breaks a couple of tackles and picks up a nice gain.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 2.
Yellow.
Now a toss left for Pacheco. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Mahomes going to throw. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 9. Now here's Mahomes. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
1st down. It's a gain of 17.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Now Patrick going to change the play. Mahomes to throw once more. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and a yard. To throw, it's Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive will take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5. Mahomes will throw. Mahomes will do it himself. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
Butker's kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Lisa 24.
Throwing now, Lawrence. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the